Food and beverage companies are getting sued for millions of dollars by people who are dumb. And it's driving me insane. I can't take it anymore. Starbucks ordered to pay $50 million to a delivery driver burned by hot tea. What? I'm in the wrong business. Go to Starbucks, get in any kind of drive-thru that serves a hot beverage, and just spill it all over yourself. That's the way to get rich in America these days. Now, I don't know if they paid this. There's a video attached to this because what WTF? All right, here we go. I gotta hear this.
Starbucks plans to appeal a $50 million jury verdict awarded to a man who says that he was severely burned by hot tea.
It happened 5 years ago at a drive-thru right here in Los Angeles.
5 years ago, and they're just now getting around to it?
So you guys, let's show you this video of what we're talking about as I step down from the drive-thru line. So here's a video of the incident. Like we mentioned, happened a little more than 5 years ago. You
can't
can see
escape
the guy,
cameras.
Michael Garcia, who was working as a delivery driver at the time. He was picking up an order of 3 venti hot teas at the drive-thru as he picks up one of the
you gotta watch this, and we gotta watch this again.
Drive-through line. So here's a video of the incident, like we mentioned, happened.
All right, I can't see. It's so hard to tell with this video if the lids are on right. Like, who's to blame for this? And yes, I hate those carriers too. They're so flimsy, and they put like completely full drinks. They max it out, and then they hand it to you, and you're like doing this in the car, trying to not spill it all over yourself.
But a little more than 5 years ago, you can see the guy, Michael Garcia, who was working
as he's got it. So right there, he's got it. He's good. He's good. He's got both. It looks like he's got both hands on this. How many times has this video been replayed in front of attorneys? Bro spilled it on himself? Maybe. All right, let's try to look.
Delivery driver at the time.
Right there. The dude dropped it. Is it just me? Am I seeing things? It was not a situation that it looked like the lid came off. The dude dropped it.
He was picking up an order of 3 venti hot teas at the drive-thru as he picks up one of the cups. It falls onto his lap. You can see the pain in his face as it spills. This happened at the Starbucks located at 1789 West Jefferson Boulevard. Garcia's attorney says it caused third-degree burns. He had to undergo skin grafts and several other procedures, resulting in permanent and life-changing injuries. Garcia filed a lawsuit against Starbucks in which his attorneys say the video of the incident showed the Starbucks employee failing to secure the lid of one of those teas and did not correctly place it in the tray. A couple of days ago, the jury found Starbucks at fault, resulting in the coffee chain to pay Garcia $50 million.
What? Where does $50 million come from? All right, if he had to have skin grafts, if he had to have surgery, if he spent, 2 weeks in the hospital, the biggest number I could possibly think of in the United States, which is still crazy, say it was $1 million. Say his hospital stay and everything together was $1 million. 50 times that? You're going to sue for 50 times that? And I get like there's attorney fees and all that's covered. We're $50 million. There's no way.
Firm representing him says he initially agreed to a $30 million settlement with the coffee chain, but the company went back on the offer after they refused to agree to apologize to Garcia and remind their employees to double check that the lids are secure.
Whoa. What? Starbucks came back to this guy and said, we will settle with you for $30 million. And the dude said, fine. Okay. But you have to publicly or officially apologize to me. And you have to retrain your staff. That's all he wanted. And Starbucks said no. Why would they do that?
Starbucks issuing this statement following that verdict saying, quote, we sympathize with Mr. Garcia, but we disagree with the jury's decision that we were at fault for this incident and believe the damages awarded to be excessive.
No shit.
We have always been committed to the highest safety standards in our stores, including the handling of hot drinks. So
can you imagine being that employee 5 years ago and just now getting dragged back into this? You would feel so bad. Obviously, the employee didn't do it on purpose. Oh my God, I would feel so bad if you did not place the lid on properly. and you gave it to somebody in a tray and then like you just kind of like half-assed it, and then they spilled it and they had to have skin grafts and all this stuff, I would feel so bad. That's crazy. I don't know what I would do. What would you guys do in this situation? Things have happened, obviously, in restaurants and both working there and as a customer where I've gotten injured, but like minor injuries, but I never say anything. I'm not that person that's gonna say, oh, I'm gonna sue. But there are people like that. I wouldn't feel any sympathy for him because he's stupid. Damn. This next story, this is what we talked about in our Discord channel. And if anybody wants to join our Discord, if you're in Twitch, you can just type the word Discord and it'll pop it up on the screen, the address. But it's Scubeskitchen if you want to join our Discord. This is apparently a barbecue place in Texas. Bill Miller Barbecue adds warning labels after $2.8 million lawsuit settlement. The labels read, "Caution, contents are hot," in bold black lettering on a yellow background. I'm guessing somebody burned themselves, but like what was it?
Big breaking news. A jury has found Bill Miller Barbecue 100% liable in the case of a San Antonio woman who spilled hot barbecue sauce on herself. She had been suing for more than $1 million. No! So what did the jury decide? We just found out. News 4 San Antonio.
How can barbecue sauce be that hot?
From the Bexar County Courthouse with this major verdict, Stephanie.
Well, Robert, it took the jury less than 2 hours to decide that Bill Miller was at fault for the hot barbecue sauce that burnt Genesis Monita on the thigh, causing second-degree burns and a permanent scar. Now, the jury says Bill Miller has to pay close to $1.9 million for her pain and suffering. Monita says since the incident that happened in May of 2023, no one from Bill Miller has taken accountability, much less apologized to her.
I mean, okay, I would apologize. Of course, if you were the manager on duty, or if this got all the way into the court system, obviously the president, CEO, owner, whatever of Bill Miller's, it's probably Bill Miller, at least issue an apology. Like, at least fly out to wherever this person is, meet them in person, apologize like profusely on behalf of the company. That's the right thing to do. If they haven't done any of that, then screw them. That's bullshit. That really pisses me off. Like, where's your decency in customer service? Like, somebody got injured at your restaurant and you're not even going to apologize for it? I'm going to calm down. a little. But seriously, how is barbecue sauce that hot?
I just hope Bill Miller's can be more put their customers more at first, just not try to blame them right away like they did to me. Kind of listen them out first instead of just blaming them.
Attorneys for Monita claim the barbecue sauce that burned her was almost 25 degrees hotter than the required temperature. And in 2021, another customer had already been burned by barbecue sauce from that same location, but nothing was done about it. Monita's attorneys also say Bill Miller's policy says the hot barbecue sauce should have been served in a styrofoam container, but was instead served in a much thinner plastic cup, which caused Monita to burn her hands and fingers, causing her to spill that barbecue sauce.
I swear I'm watching a comedy. Is this a joke? Please tell me this is a joke. All right, the Starbucks one, I get. I get more than this. I see what happened in the video. It was freaking probably 180 plus degrees, spilled right in his lap. I get that. This lady spilled barbecue sauce on herself and got burned and is suing for $2 million. No, absolutely not. Again, Bill Miller, apologize to your customers, but absolutely not.
Genesis said no one ever apologized.
And you, sir, are a douchebag.
This verdict was the first time that anyone said I was sorry in the courtroom, and they didn't even say it to her. So this sends a message.
How does... okay, all right. If you're not wearing any clothes, it's your open skin, and you spill, but it's freaking barbecue sauce. How does this happen?
Now, we did ask for comment from Bill Miller. The attorneys representing the company declined to comment, but earlier in the trial, they did say that Bill Miller had already offered to reimburse Monita for her medical expenses, her lost wages, and they had even offered her money to get her car cleaned. Reporting live, Stephanie Escobar.
Okay. Now I'm even more mad. The company reached out and offered to pay all of her medical expenses to get her car cleaned. They offered to do that. They offered to pay her money, and she said no. Why? Because she wants more money. You know what's fair? Here's what's fair. Hey, I injured myself at your restaurant and I had to go to the hospital. Oh, Mr. or Miss Customer, we're so sorry about that. We will pay for whatever your medical expenses are. Just send us the bill. We're so sorry. That's fair. I'm incorrect, Scoobs. About what, Rick? What makes me incorrect? You're telling me the jury decides the number? I don't know about that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if the jury decides how much money. I think the jury just decides the verdict. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, and I don't know how our legal system even works, really. In most civil cases, juries determine whether to award punitive damages and so the amount. I'll be the first one to admit the legal system is so freaking confusing. I don't know how it works.